It's always so much fun to see, two games going at once. You look everywhere and just see some amazing job clears, stuff being taken every which direction. And, my neck is ready to just try and keep up.
So we have all players started here. Um, all players playing on high. Of course, for those of you just joining us, you don't have to play on high speed. Medium works equally well for speed play. It's just a matter of where the pills lock in. But all of these players are playing on medium. We saw T. Pullman shake his head a little bit. Maybe he wasn't happy about that play, but he and Donatello are neck and neck right now.
Wow. But that beautiful drop clear by TPohlmann did let him take the virus lead just a little bit, slightly there. And on the top match, we have Cat Pants taking a little bit of drop time with the clear that she did, but definitely bringing down her board. Now, no yellow to speak of at this time.
Oof, that is a little bit rough here, but these blue reds coming perfectly there for cat pants. Oh, look at that.
Beautiful.
And Sawdeth with an excellent T there on the left-hand side of the board. So nice moves from him. I'm curious to see whether he's going to take all that drop time with the blue. No, it's good. He undertucked to get that going and has a little bit of a combo there. Just a couple more reds and he will be out. And meanwhile, T. Pullman did reach level 5 before Dawn, who just needs a little bit more red. That was a good prioritization with that red yellow for him, but he is going to take some drop time.
Yeah, and that the column three got a little bit clearer with the clear that they took of the yellows, but gonna play this under clear to get this last red, and that was a good play out at a 151. But T Pullman is pulling away right now into their level 5.
Hmm. And in the top match, these two very evenly matched, as you can
Mm.
see. Um, I think the red yellow on the left hand side for Sawdeth was a misdrop and then followed with a misdrop there on columns 2 and 3. And as one of our commentators, the librarian, likes to say, sometimes misdrops beget misdrops, but all of this is fixable because that yellow in column 3 can be undercleared no problem.
Yeah, and I like what they're doing here. Sawdeth is definitely using, the misdrop to set up those red clears in column one, and that's what they did to just not let it go to waste. Cat Pants out though first at a 236 and into their level 6, along with T Pullman getting into level 6 as well at around the same time.
So we see T. Pullman for his first tournament, hanging with people who are seasoned, like Cat Pants.
Hmm.
Um, Don with a good combo down the side of that board. This is looking much cleaner than the end game of the last level, and just needs a few more. And that was a great prioritization. Saw the double yellow coming, did not create the play that would make drop time out at a 322.
Yeah, and on Sawdust's side, on the top match, we have needing a lot of yellow, and they
Yeah.
actually they actually had a pill that had a yellow half and kind of threw it away because they saw that the way they were thinking about it would have caused some trash. So, this is a game where you play the way that works for you, and that definitely allowed Sawdust to get into this level 6 a bit faster that way. So, good on him for seeing that. But now
Mhm.
on this bottom match, T. Pullman just needing down to 3 viruses. But I will say Donatello and his level 5 did make it to where he's making up some ground here.
Oh, absolutely. And Cat Pants with about a 15 virus lead right now. It's all going to come down to how the red falls for her because it's really hard with that formation to get up to the blue.
Mm.
She could, oh, double blue,
Look at
great.
this.
Now, the thing is that she did use that red blue in a way where it did not collide with the red eventually. So that was a little bit of a perhaps a misprioritization. It depends on
Mm.
what falls. Wasn't punished too much. She's out at a 429.
And Sawdeth is still working on their level 6, and again, just a ton of yellow, just covering the board and not being the nicest they that it could be. But we already mentioned about the RNG of this game. Um, and now on the bottom match, Donatello joining TPohlmann in the level 7, and so just making this even, making this a game.
Mhm. And yeah, T. Pullman just bopping along. I like to see that he's bopping his head whenever he's got a little bit of drop time, um, moving and grooving, which I like to see. He seems relaxed, which is great. Um, and yeah, he's in a great position. Even if he ends up taking drop time, which is a quarter of a second per row, he's in a safe enough position that even if he takes some drop time, it's going to be just fine. On the top, a really good horizontal layer from Cat Pants to make column 3 not as much of an issue. And she's probably opening up the possibility for that horizontal. And T. Pullman out at a
Wow.
549. All right.
We were talking about that sub 6 that we were looking for, and Team Pullman was like, "Oh, I could show you that."
Yeah, absolutely. Very
So
nicely done.
taking that first crown, but we're still in it on this top match. So Cat Pants still needing a lot of yellow help. But if you look over at Sawdeth's side, you will see the same story, but a lot more viruses too. So we'll just see who gets what they need in order to tear this down.
Hmm. And that yellow red really good there for Cat Pants. She just needs a couple more reds and she's got it. She's going to be out at a 635. And Dawn, oh my gosh, look at it's just yellow that he needs.
And had a
So,
nice little short stack of pill clears there, but needing some more yellow. Taking a little bit of drop time. Don't know if that was necessarily intended or
mhm.
possibly a misfire there, but going to be clearing these blues. Oh, decides not to.
Oh, decides not to. Actually did have an opportunity to clear some of the blue garbage horizontally, and I'm not really sure. I think this is
Refusal.
yeah, I think that was a wee bit of I think who did that last week to an extent. Watchma had
Mhm.
a very long stall at the end of one of his games, so
Sometimes
uh,
we want to tell the doctor, hey, you don't tell me what to do. Just
mhm,
turn it around.
yeah, and uh, you know if a player sees that they have lost, they can have the option of just topping out. We do encourage that to keep things moving along and speedy. We
Hmm.
do see Sawdeth is finishing up this last bit. It's probably going to be around an 8:30, depending on how the pills show up. And there we go. The double blue going to
Beautiful.
help.
Oh,
Oh,
decides not to.
there we go. Out at an 8:23. So we get one for Cat Pants and one for T. Pullman. The left sides have it so far.
Yeah, and this is where the players, take their breather, realize, hey, I either won or lost that. Now I need to focus on the next one up. And so we are just looking at everybody getting reset at that level 4 starting screen, and ready's in chat. I always wonder when I see people, bobbing their head and stuff, what they're listening to. And I really think we should have some sort of Dr. Mario playlist. Like, what gets you going in this
Mm-hmm.
game? For me, it's classical music, which is not everybody's
Really?
bop. So,
That's see, I don't want to start this as we have our 3, 2, 1 pills, but
yep,
for
there we
me,
go.
it is chill and chill only. Although I did actually find some success listening to classic Tetris one time while I
There
was
we go.
playing. And I know I'm always talking about Tetris, but It helped me out that one time. So we're all off. Ooh, I
Look at
really
this,
want this
cat
big
pants, come
tea
on!
pants. Let's go. Oh, and the garbage falls perfectly for
We
her.
love it.
Love to see that.
Look at this, just everything in its right place on cat pants. Beautiful playing, and you can see the versus style definitely coming out because
Mhm.
cat pants is a versus first player, but has found the love of speed, and we love to see her in it. So
Mhm.
wonderful job on cat pants side. But look at TPohlmann just breaking down this level 4 so quickly.
Yeah. Oh, that blue horizontal good. He did have an opportunity to take that down a long time ago with a double. Missed that opportunity, but that's okay. Um, this is going to be a little bit messy for him. He's just going to have to bite the bullet, and as soon as that yellow comes, yeah, get that. Oh,
Oh,
that double
beautiful.
red was great for T Pullman.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Sawdeth with a little bit of garbage in columns 2 and column 4 to work with. Um, but any red or yellow that shows up, he can kind of dance around that a little bit, but brings down that garbage in column 3. It's going to be a tough dig as Cat Pants out at a 130.
Yeah, and on Donatello's side, it was a story of just needing a ton of blue and getting just like droplets of it. So
Mhm.
Donatello sticking with it, finally getting into their level 5 along with T Pullman currently.
Did you almost call him T-Mobile?
I can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Yes. Uh, and Cat Pants already with 15 viruses left to go in her level 5, dropping down that blue red. And I think, honestly, given the lead she has, that's an okay move so far. She
Hmm.
just needed to get all that stuff out from the very tip top of that board, so she's bringing it down. And Dawn here, exactly, taking that center out, that's the right move because it's hard to navigate around.
Mhm. And I like this clear that he did in order to drop the yellow where he needed it. Everything will be in the place it needs to be once he can take some of these clears, and so very good placement on Don's side. Sawdeth joining everybody into level 5, and but is a little bit behind because you see they just joined level 5 as Cap Pants is just needing 2 viruses left, two more yellow or 2 more red. I know colors.
Mhm.
And now going into level 6 at this time though.
Yeah, and T. Pullman was already there with that was a great drop in columns 1 and 2. Dawn joined. So about a 7 virus deficit for Dawn, who's got an interesting board shape right now, would love a double red, but this red yellow really helpful for him to start clearing out the center of that board. So yeah, nice start there to Donatello's board, and good tuck in between for Cat Pants at the top of the screen, and a good horizontal there. Leaves some garbage. You can see that being unafraid of garbage is where her versus pedigree shows off.
Hmm.
I'm terrified of it myself, but
Boo!
she's looking good.
Scary. But yes, definitely putting into like I can work around this. I can work around this. So and Cap Pants is showing that off very well. T Pullman over on the bottom match, just needing some red and blue help. More red than blue, if the game can provide that. But breaking this down, this is a perfect clear in order to drop that blue where they need it, and now just a few more reds to get out of this level 6.
hmm Now, Donatello had some excellent moments of maneuverability down the middle of this board, but then the pills did not cooperate. They're looking good now. That's a great tuck for him.
Mhm.
And yes, did a great job of
Yes.
prioritizing, saw that red come down in the bottle, and now is free and clear here. But T. Pullman into level 7. Uh, Light years ahead of everyone else on this board, but Cat Pants just needs a couple more yellows and she'll be out.
Now here's the thing is like Dawn definitely brought it back, and you can see all of this red and yellow all over the place. when all they need is yellow. And so this was, as much RNG as anything. So Don bringing it back, and trying to make a run at this. And this red yellow blitz is really helpful with what they had at the top of their board.
Mhm. Absolutely. Now, TPohlmann, uh, see a little bit frustrated by what's going on his board, but things are looking good. He's in a comfortable place, a 13 virus lead. Meanwhile, Cat Pants almost a level ahead of Sawdeth at the moment, but she's going to need some blue to start coming through on this bottle, and then red to help her open things up. Otherwise, she's just going to be trying to shift down to the bottom of that bottle, and those are just kind of hard moves to maneuver.
Hmm.
Interesting shape for T. Pullman. He has these blue yellows. He's had them set up for quite some time. Oh,
You can see he's wanting to take those yellows horizontally, and just trying to take out the trash with it to
hmm
to make room to clear some of this stuff, because if you're it's covered by trash, you're not going to be able to clear the viruses that you need to finish.
yeah, but now everything is free and clear. This is okay. Oh, but that was
Beautiful.
surprising.
Yeah. He didn't want that tea, but it didn't matter. Out at a 6:35, quicker than everybody, even though he was just running against Donnie at this moment. We'll see what these other competitors do on the top. That was a wonderful drop clear by Cat Pants, continuing to make her way through this level 7.
hmm Yeah, she's got a clean board except for that center, but when she takes it out with that yellow, perfect. Everything came out great for her, and she just needs a couple of reds, and she'll be out. She gets one of them and the other, and Sawdeth just made it into level 7. She's out at a 712.
Mm-hmm.
All
All
right, let's
right.
see. I think Dawn's gonna be oh,
Yeah. Oh,
gonna try to take those blues out. Oh, no.
just a
Decides.
reset.
Yeah. And that's okay. That was a little bit of a stressful situation. If you're gonna take the reset, take it at a moment where you don't really want to dig out of it.
That's always just like, no, no more digging. All
Okay,
right, I
and
think we have a top out that's going to happen with Sawdeth, but I do want to take a moment and say congratulations on you did great. Congratulations on your first tournament. Thank you so much for joining us. Hope to see you again next month.